bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. If you thought I'ma catch those Mexican, dummy pesos. If you suck, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big scam when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause her blame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up.
Okay, Coach, we are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at New Era Field in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. That's fielded in the end zone.
Let's go. Let's go. At their own 21-yard line. Wait, set. Wait,
They run with a former Eagle and Dolphin, Jay Ajayi, up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Second and 5 now. Brady, he finds Ajayi. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog. Brady going to try and throw on third down. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
From the 40 now on second down. Brady, and to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Their confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Wait, that 53! Let's go on. No, 66. Alert!
Brady now on first down. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. He was looking for Edelman there. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects? When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Allen. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
To throw once more on second and 10. Allen, it's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 30. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, second and goal. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Frank Gore, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
6-0 our score after one. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Go!
Hey, 4-1 Mike, 4-1 Mike.
Shotgun now for Brady. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. New England on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Michelle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
The New England Patriots remain consistent on offense with a stable of running backs. They added Sony Michel, the 31st pick of the draft in 2018, to that stable at the University of Georgia, mainly for his ability to run inside the tackles and add a little thump to their game. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. It's caught. This is White. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. With James White, you know that he can catch the football. He was 3rd in the NFL amongst running backs last year with 87 catches. And as we've seen, sometimes they come in bunches. Super Bowl 51, he had 14 grabs, including the winning score. Last year in the divisional round versus the Chargers, 15 into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start on the ground with Gore. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
It's just me and you.
Hey, echo.
4-1 Mike. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy.
Regular.
From the gun, it's Brady. It's complete. James White. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Airing one deep for Crabtree. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it can be tipped up and picked off.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
They can't hang with us.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Dante Hightower on the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Looking to throw on second down. Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. To the air, Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. It's John Simon with a sack. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play action sack. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. That's complete to White. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. Back deep, Bruce Ellington. And taken at the 46. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. A second quarter score from down in Houston. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun, here's Allen. Bearing it deep for Garçon. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Maurice Alexander making the stop defensively. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Wait, set, 380.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
41 the mark, 72. Check, 41.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be taken short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Allen off the play fake. Airing it deep for Garcon. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And a big 32-yard play on third.
56.
On the counter, Gore. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's caught by Garcon. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. On 1st and goal, Gore. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. 4th down now after a loss of 2. It's kind of an interesting decision. One-score game, third quarter. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm willing to go out on the limb on this one and go for it. Here's why. If I set it up right now and go get the touchdown, I'm in firm control of this ball game, and my team has a ton of confidence. If I don't get it, hey, I rely on my defense. And if somehow they go downfield on me and score, so be it. I want to be in control and in firm control right now.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of this?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On second and 11 now. Brady caught by Sanu. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Just a 25-yard punt for by any stretch. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Allen. He gets this one to Garcon. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A run right side. It's Gore. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Tell you what, you need the tough yards. You can still turn to the 36-year-old Frank Gore, now in his 15th season in the league. 10 in San Francisco, the 3 in Indy, quick stop in Miami, and now in Buffalo, and still making it happen. They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On play action, Allen. On the completion, Frank Gore. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Allen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They run the counter. Gore. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
You got him. You got him. You got him.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Allen going to throw. It's complete. It's Gore. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Tom Brady needing a fourth-quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely losing in the fourth quarter like they are now. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. He was trying to hit his big receiver, Brandon Marshall.
Check. Box 54. Box 54. Oh, you got D? Check. 56.
On first down, it's Gore. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
On play action, Allen. He's got Gore. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth-quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Allen now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run on first down. Gore. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
54 on 52. Check one, go.
Now Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. They'll try and push it in with Gore. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Patrick DeMarco. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, it's Allen. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time. Brady now to throw. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 16. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Down 80! Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Check.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gore. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Bro, my mic been off the whole time, bro.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too
That's what I'm talking about. The Bills is slept on. You can't sleep on the Bills like that, G.
Yeah, you're right.
Is y'all hearing me?
It wouldn't have been enough.
You can't sleep on the Bills. That nigga had a goose head. Quit playing with me, boy. I'm shutting niggas out.
We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were
that was a good game, though. No cap.
So for Buffalo,
they're
on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here.
Look, my controller dying.
The Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Patriots,
17-0.
down to 1-3.
Everybody sleeping on the Bills. I don't know why. They really alright on there. And they getting upgraded.
Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my
we're playing with the Bills, yo. Y'all should have picked these niggas up. When I heard they was available, I said, yes, sir. I'm getting the Bills. Good game, though, bro. Mike was fucking muted the whole time. Alright, I catch y'all later. I'm about to get on that 2K.